그래, 한 대 맞고 싶다는 거지? 딱 기다려.
Uh, Hello guys. Alright, let's continue. Okay, I ambush in the dark. Time to continue the game.
둥글게 감겨 시작과 끝이 맞닿아 있는 실타래가 있었다.
There is a clue of thread, revel of a single strand whose beginning is its end.
모든 순간은 시실과 날실이 되어 짜여지며
Moments become wave and warps that crisscross into a weave.
시간은 흐르지 않고 한 자리에 엉켜진다.
And the flow of time pulls in a single spot. Hello, testing. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Alright, I think the sound okay.
자, 읽어봐.
Go on, Lee. Ryoshu.
너의 첫울음과 마지막 숨결 사이
From the echo of your first cry to the whisper of your last breath.
모든 순간의 한가운데에서 나는 너를 보고 있다.
In the heart of every moment, my eyes catch a glimpse of you.
아니, 그 글자는 그렇게 읽는 게 아니라
No, that is not how you read those letters.
요시대라고 읽는 거다.
Yoshihide, that is how you see it. Ryoshu.
이게 더 편하고 이쁘잖아.
It is prettier and easier.
길을 잃은 내 아이야. 돌아오는 방향을 모르겠다면
Dear lost child of mine, should the way back home elude you?
가장 아팠던 첫 매듭을 더듬어서 되짚어라.
Follow the thread back to the very first knot that hurt the most.
그 떨림이 멎는 곳에는
Where the quivering stops.
내가 있단다.
That is where you will find me.
오늘이군요.
Okay. So I have to check the sound again. I think it's fine. Today is the day as it is system, Martin.
네, 오늘이네요.
As
팀장님
it is system,
혹시
Elisa. Today is the day indeed. Boss, are you?
잠깐 떨리냐는 질문은 하지 말게. 그런 건 스스로의 연구 결과에 자신 없는 범인들이나 하는 행동이지 않나.
As it is system chief, Hohenheim. Hold, please don't ask me if I am nervous. Only ordinary, unremarkable researchers with a particularly low level of confidence in their own material ever get nervous.
말하고 보니
As
지난번
it
학회
is
때
system
청심환을 한
chief,
점씩 먹고도 3초에 5번씩 손을
Hohenheim.
떨던 자가 생각나는 건 솔직히 좀 꼴사 나왔네.
Your unfinished query has reminded me of the last academic assembly. There was this fellow who simply could not stop their hands from shaking with the frequency of 5 oscillations every 3 seconds, even after taking an entire fistful of tranquility boluses. What a miserable sight that was.
그들이 과연 내가 하는 말의 절반 이상은 알아들을 수 있을까라는 불안감을 되새기면 적당한 긴장감에 다리 정도는 떨릴지도 모르겠군. 그래도 자네들이 한번 검토해준 덕에 한결 안심이지.
Of course, perhaps the fear that the attendees may not possess the intelligence to comprehend even half of my presentation may source a reasonable level of anxiety, potent enough to make my legs tremble somewhat, but I have been quite relieved of that concern after you review my materials. If both of you were able to understand it, then the audience should have no problem following the general narrative.
적어도 지난번처럼 절반 넘게
As it is a
취할
Tim
일은 없을 거다.
Martin, at least you won't be dosing the audience chock full of your verbal sedative this time.
그러고 보니 추가 연구를 위한 협조 요청은 왜 여태껏 승인이 안 난 건지 알고 있나?
On another note, have you any clue as to why our cooperation request for additional research is still pending approval?
LCA 연구 개발팀에서 계속 반려하고 있거든요. 하던 연구에나 집중하라고.
LCA R&D team has repeatedly denied our request. Apparently, we are to focus solely on our present research.
까다롭게 구는군. 반려한 담당자가 누구인지 아는 게 있나?
A rather narrow-minded bunch, aren't they? Do we know specifically who denied our request?
지난번 학회에서 청심환을 한 줌씩 먹고도 손을
LCA
떨던
팀
그 부팀장분이요. 팀장님이 코웃음을 치셨던 것에 대한 앙금이 아직 안 풀리셨나 봐요.
The assistant manager who simply could not stop their hands from shaking even after taking an entire fistful of tranquility boluses. It seems pretty obvious that they are still carrying the grudge from when you scoffed at them.
그랬던 건가?
Is that so?
아마 이번 발표가 끝나면 그자도 별말 못하고 승인할 걸세. 기존 연구는 이제 더할 나위 없을 정도로 진척되었으니.
Well, they have no choice but to approve our request after this presentation. Our present research has already progressed beyond the point of satisfaction. After all,
압류.
of course, boss, of course.
아무래도 안 되겠군. 개인적인 호기심을 풀이하기 위한 추가 연구이긴 해도 회사에 이익이 될 연구임에는 틀림이 없네.
This won't do, though. The motivation behind my additional research request was to sate a personal curiosity. I have no doubts in my mind that it will end up benefiting the company's bottom line.
마튼, 혹시 내가 어제 만든 추가 연구 계획서는 챙겼나? 예상되는 성과를 눈앞에 들이밀면 LCA에서도 승인하지 않고서는 못 베기겠지.
Martin, do you have our additional research proposal with you? Okay, Martin is this guy in the middle. This one, Alicia Hohenheim. Martin, do you have our additional research proposal with you? Even the SCA will have no recourse but to approve it once they see the projected gains from its success.
그건 따로 필요하지 않을 것 같아 연구실에 두고 왔는데요.
Dad, I left it back at the research hall. Did you think we need it today?
그 연구에서 성과를 거둔다면 시설실의 전력 효율도 높일 수 있을 걸세. 안 그래도 지금 하고 있는 실험이 워낙 전력을 많이 잡아먹어서 가용 전력이 영 간당간당하지 않나.
A successful outcome of that research should also be able to boost the efficiency of our electrical systems. I'm sure the need for more power is a mature concern. We already have precious little to spare with how much energy our present research consumes.
연구실 난방기에 쓰는 전력도 아깝다고 다 같이 추위에 떨면서 실험했었죠.
Yeah, we know.
에고 장비 덕에 따뜻했지만
We even had to conduct our experiments in the freezing cold because we rerouted power from the heating system to save electricity. Well, I stay yet toasty thanks to my ego gear, but still.
아무튼 계획서는 제가 가져올게요. 팀장님이랑 마튼 씨는 발표 준비에 집중하세요.
Anyways, I go grab the proposal. You two should focus on the presentation prep. SE Research Team Leg Sector. Okay, now it's up. And
지원 요청.
that's happening.
여기는 LC 부서. 북도 YS 보부근.
SE Clerical Team Frightened Researcher.
그러니까 코드.
Oh, this is at the lab sector. Requesting support. This is SE Department. Corridor YS4 requesting immediate support. The situations. A code. God.
미안하구나. 그렇게 불필요하게 절단하고 싶진 않았는데.
What happening?
유감스럽게도 의식을 잃은 것 같으니 대신 전하지. 코드라고 하기에는 너무 거창하고.
Ego attacked. Apologize. I didn't wish to so unnecessarily cut him off. But as it seems he passed out, let me be the messenger instead. Though I won't bother with the fancy code speak.
이곳에는 일말의 가망조차 남지 않았다. 아마 그렇게 말하고 싶었을 거야.
The situation here is entirely hopeless was probably what he wished to say. A few hours later, SCC... Wait. Last time it was at LCC... This one LCCB transported truck. A good deal of time had passed since we set out our farewells to Jiasichun, yet we still remain stuck in Hongyuan. Oh, this is the truck that they used to come back for they are departed from Hongyuan.
오늘 출발하는 거 맞냐?
So this is
날짜 헷갈린 거 아니고?
LCCB transported truck. So something is happening at the LCE department. Something bad is happening at LCE department. You sure we are setting off today? Reckon you got the date wrong?
그건 아닌데 베르길리우스 씨랑 파일럿 씨를 데리고 오신다던 소드 씨까지 늦으시네요.
I'm pretty sure I did not, but even saw this late, and she was supposed to get Regulus and Pilot.
홍원 밖으로 이어지는 직통도로가 코앞이다. 소드 그자가 트럭을 타고 이 장소까지 모이라는 메모를 휘갈겨 쓰고 간 것을 볼 때 이번에는 확실할 테지.
In 12 Autis, right ahead lies the road that leads straight out of Hongyuan. Given Saudi's memo telling us to drive out here with a truck, there should be no room for error this time.
그랬으면 좋겠네요.
I so hope that is the case.
대관원에서
is
나올
mine.
때 문지기 분들이 몇 시에 돌아오는지 물어보더라니까요.
When we left Dangguan
저희가
earlier,
아예 홍원의 정식 거주민이 된 줄 아시더라고요.
the guards at the gate actually asked me what time we be coming back. They probably think we have taken up permanent residence here at Ashcorp.
그럴만하지. 지난번부터 계속 떠난다면서 잔치상도 성대하게 2차례나 얻어먹었는데 계속 안 가고 미적지근하게 있기만 하니까.
Yeah, we are staying for 1 month to train Sichun to become a proper Sharak. Not surprising, after saying goodbyes left and right, not to mention 2 farewell banquets, who are still here on our butts without any sign of leaving.
그러니까 이때쯤이면 항상 베르가 의미심장하게 등장해서 다음 장소로 갈 시간입니다, 단테 하고 말해줬잖아.
Exactly, by now, work should have appeared out of nowhere with his usual time to move on to our next destination, Dante, like he always does.
카론의 매피 출발할게 부릉부릉 하는 말도 못 들은 지 너무 오래됐고.
Then Sharon would say, off we go, Mephi, broom broom. It's been forever since I heard her last.
베르길리우스님이 지금처럼 오랫동안 저희를 떠났을 때가 있었나요?
I don't think there was ever a time Vergilius was gone this long.
계약 위반에 따른 추가적인 업무 배정이 있었던 것이 원인일 수 있으나 그것을 고려하더라도 부재 기간이 길어지고 있다.
The breach of contract may have led to extra workload for him, but even so, his prolonged absence remains unusual.
설마 저희를 도와주신 일 때문에 아직도...
All this just because he went out of his way to help us?
그렇지는 않습니다.
Not necessarily.
당시의 계약 위반 사항으로 인한 징계가 남아있는 것은 사실이지만 H사에서 할 수 있는 LCC와의 업무는 가시춘 씨가 가주가 된 직후에 모두 마무리되었죠.
While it is true that the penalty incurred from breaching the contract yet remains, the LCC's operation in Ashcorp, which he was assisting with, was immediately concluded following Yasuchu's inauguration as the family hara.
다른 이유는 짐작가는 바가 없구려.
I fail to think of any other reason apart from that. Vergilius and Sharon will always be away whenever we traveled to a new place, but yeah, never for this long.
이번에도 같은 일로 자리를 비우신 걸까요?
Maybe he is just off doing whatever he usually does when spending time with Karen. Everyone turned to look at Faust.
베르길리우스 씨가 자리를 비우는 이유에 대해서 아직 여러분에게 공유드릴 수 있는 정보는 없습니다.
At this point, there is no information that can be shared regarding Vergilius' absence. Maybe we can ask Vergilius when he gets here.
그 양반이 자기 목적지를 밝힐 리가 있겠어? 우리한테 맨날 어디 가야만 한다고 말하지.
What if Vergilius will never be here? You honestly reckon he said a word about where he was? That bloke only ever tells us where to go, never he is off to.
봤어! 만날 카론군과 둘만 아이스크림 먹으러 가고.
Yeah. Vergilius did give ice cream. Riot. Verily, and never had he deigned to bring any of us on his ice cream trips, save young Karen.
혹시 구역을 순회하면서 그곳의 특산물을 모조리 섭렵하고 돌아오는 것은?
Senior 3 Don Cruz Hotel. Ho, perchance his part is that of a culinary journey to sample the unique specialties of each district.
이게 무슨 맛집 탐방 모임도 아니고 그딴 이유겠냐?
Be serious for one second, lass. This ain't a foodie tour.
저희의 길을 안내해 주는 것과 별개로
Aside from guiding our paths,
베르길리우스 씨에게도 가야 할 자신의 길이 있을 뿐이겠죠.
it may simply be that Vergilius has part of his own to walk. I've got no idea what his path will even look like. We are only here to follow the journey as guided by Vergilius. We know neither the path he has walked nor the path he seeks to walk. I wonder if he ever share his history with us one day.
길잡이야 껄핏하면 자리를 비우니까 그렇다 쳐도 소드는 왜 안 오는 건데?
I suppose he is being his usual absentee self, but that don't explain why Saudi ain't here, does it?
늦어도 우리가 늦었지. 자기가 지각해서 우리를 이렇게 내버려 둔다고?
We have been plenty of times, yeah, but it ain't like the last to keep us hanging.
작전에 변경점이라도 생긴 건 아닐까?
Maybe there has been a change of plans.
보통 작전 중 연락이 두절되는 이유는
When an operative goes dark without warning.
변경이 아니라 변수 때문일 가능성이 높지.
It is usually due to an unforeseen variable, not a change of plans. As if to prove Auti's right, someone forcibly yanks the truck's door open. Saudi!
자기 어떻게 된...
Holy, what happened to you? Wait, Saudi, your hand? Your arm? Saudi stumbled into the truck, short of breath. She was bleeding and covered in wounds both minor and serious. Her eyes glistened with wild anxiety. A broken pistol hung from her waist. It was impossible not to notice the still fresh gashes and wounds on her. The first thing that caught my attention, however, was the stump right where her left arm used to be. The spider's thread.
곧 작전 시작이군. 곧 작전.
명을 받듭니다.
Okay, I gonna use a sinking team for this one. So I have this one or this one.
이 소리는
Alright, it's sinking team, so I have to pick that one.
명을 받듭니다.
Actually, having this one is not bad.
군주가 나선다. 죽음 충동 억제, 관념 봉인.
지금 바로 전투를 준비해 주세요.
Prepare for battle immediately.
저는 보다시피 더 이상 작전을 수행할 수 없는 상황이라.
I am no longer able to operate. As you can plainly see, I need your help. Saudi collapsed to the floor before we even had a chance to ask her if she was okay or what had happened to her arm.
베르길리우스 씨와 접선한 직후 기습을 당했어요.
Immediately after Rander's waltzing with Mr. Vergilius, I was ambushed.
머지않아 이곳까지 올 거예요.
And the attackers be here in a minute. The attacker must be pretty strong to be able to cause the injuries. Where once her resolve had not affected even in the face of death. A grave look of despair now filled her eyes.
습격 인원은
How many hostiles? Two. Oh, there's 2 person.
한 명은 베르길리우스님이 맡고 있었고 저는
But if Vergilius are dealing with them, Mr. Vergilius, which is the scary person,
베르가?
work was color returned to Roya's face upon hearing Vergilius' name.
그러면 벌써 베르가 다 처리하고 여기로 오는 중인 거 아닐까?
But it's supposed to be here if we accepted. Well, then maybe works already on his way back after wiping the floor with both of them.
아닐 거예요.
No, I don't think so.
카론을
It is Karen.
제가 카론을 놓쳐버렸어요.
I lost her.
카론을 붙잡고 도망치던 팔이 통째로 날아가서
They tore off the arm I was holding onto Karen with.
제가 끝까지 놓지 말아야 했는데.
I never should have let go. I never should have let that happen.
카론군을 놓쳤다니 그게 무슨...
To Sinatri Don Quixote to could not hold on to young Karen. How what? Saudi grimaced, her expression an amalgamation of good and confusion. It was a far cry from her usual collected self.
혹시 카론님이 인질로 붙잡히신 건가요?
Did they take Karen hostage?
카론이 그자들에게 붙잡히는 걸
Yes,
막을 수 없었어요.
I could not stop them from taking Karen.
파일럿이는요?
What about Pilot?
상처가
Pilot?
깊지만 의식은 마지막까지 남아 있었어요.
But Pilot was heavily wounded, but the last time I saw him, he was conscious.
우선 전투부터 준비하죠.
We should prepare for battle now.
적어도 목표는 명확하군요. 쫓아온 습격자를 처리한 뒤 카론을 구하면 될 것 같습니다, 관리자님. 비록 적의 의중은 아직 알 수 없지만
At least our current objective is clear, Executive Manager. First, take out the perjurers, then rescue Karen, while the exact motive of the perpetrators is yet to be revealed.
어쩌면 이 습격이 끝이 아닐지도 몰라요. 아까 이곳으로 도망치던 와중에 본사에 무전이 흘러들어왔는데
We may be facing multiple fronts. I briefly pick up a transmission from HQ while running this way, and a sudden buzz of white noise breaks through the truck silence. It was the sudden change of station. LCCB transporter truck, LCE character team, radio. Any station, respond. Saudi froze out, staring at the radio speaker. Gregor was the first to act in her place.
여기는 LCB. 상황 전파 바란다.
LCB. This is LCB. I read you. What is your situation? Over.
본사 연구소가
HQ Research Facility.
연구소?
Research Facility.
습격을
Under attack.
사랑하는 우리 딸 그동안 잘 지냈어?
My darling daughter, I hope you have been doing well for yourself out there.
이제 그만 울고 집으로 돌아와야 하지 않겠니?
But don't you think it is about time you stopped playing and came home? Daughter. Utter silence descends as a kindly calling cuts off the blood-curdling scream from the other side. The voice that came through the radio was nothing short of affectionate, and it was easy to guess who the daughter was.
시계 거미줄이 쳐졌다.
Or it was referring to Roshu. The spiders have spun their web.
피할 수 없는 길에 근사하게도 늘어놓았군.
And it is woven so intricately that there is no way around it. There is when I recalled something Lei Heng had mentioned, the house of spiders. Thinking back to how intensely Roshu reacted then, do you think these attackers have something to do with that Lei Heng guy from earlier?
그럴 리가.
Unlikely.
그놈은 스쳐가는 과외 선생들 중 하나였을 뿐이다.
He was just one of my many passing tutors.
그럼 도대체 누가? 다른 것도 아니고 본사잖아요.
Then who could have? It is the headquarters, for crying out loud.
모르겠어요. 본사는 침입자들이 원한다고 막무가내로 들어올 수 있는 장소가 아니에요.
I don't know. The HQ, it is not the kind of place someone can just push this way into.
그곳에 무단 침입이라니 생각조차 해본 적 없어서.
Breaking into a place like that, it is completely unthinkable. What now? Usually, I would use my intuition to choose the best course of action and lead the seniors during a mission. But who would have thought that the HQ, which was meant to brief us about that mission in the first place, would come under attack, especially while we were left without a guide?
그래, 그들이 날 직접 찾아올 리가 없지.
Fine. I didn't expect them to come find me themselves.
거미줄을 쳐놓으면 먹이는 알아서 걸려들기 마련이니.
Once the spiders have spun their web, they tend to wait for the prey to stumble into it after all. The plume of cigarette smoke lingered for a moment before scattering into the air. When I looked at Roshu's face, what I saw was an expression of strange euphoria.
묘슈 씨, 혹시 당신에게는 이 모든 상황이
Wait, what is euphoria? I'm bad with English. Wait a moment. Oh, if euphoria is a feeling or state of intense excitement and happiness. Okay. Roshu, is this all just
그저 재밌는 일에 지나지 않는 건가요?
some amusing diversion for you? Saudi shot an incredulous look at Roshu, who was nonchalantly puffing the rest of her cigarette to ash.
그래.
So it is.
그토록 고대하던 시간이 마침내 제 발로 찾아왔다.
The long-awaited moment has finally found me.
두근거리는 게 당연하지 않나?
Why would not I be excited?
그러네.
There is just...
하지만 착각하지 마라.
But don't presume.
유희에 대한 기대와 진심은 별개의 영역.
My excitement for the coming pleasure will not interfere with my effectiveness.
나는 단 한순간도 맡은 일을 유쾌하게 즐길지언정
I've never
가볍게 여긴
once
적이 없다.
let enjoyment get in the way of taking the job seriously.
이전에도
Not ever, not now.
곧 이곳까지 올 거라 했지. 버스 기사를 데려간 놈도 여기로 오고 있는 건가?
You said the assailants be here soon. Is the one who took the driver coming too? Karen.
카론 씨한테 무슨 일이라도 생기면
If anything happens to Miss Karen,
붉은 시선님을 볼 면목이 없어요.
I will not be able to bring myself to face the red gaze.
대화가 안 되는군.
This isn't going anywhere.
거미들이 버스 기사를 건드리진 않을 거다.
The spiders won't hurt the driver.
버스 기사는 커다란 먹잇감을 낳기 위한 미끼일 뿐.
He's just their
사냥감이
bait
아니거든.
to lure out the bigger prey.
그러니 볼썽사납게 떨지 말고 세팅이나 하도록.
So stop panicking and set us up. It is unsightly.
네?
What?
이 트럭의 뒷문. 지금 당장 본사 연구소로 연결할 수 있는 건가?
The back door of this truck, can it connect us directly to the HQ research facility right this instant?
잠시만요.
Actually, this
가능하긴
is
한데.
the fastest Canto where it starts to get serious pretty quick. Oh wait, it can, but
본사로 직행하는 뒷문 포탈을 이용하려면 좌표에 맞는 보안 코드를 확인해야 해서 조금 시간이 걸릴 거예요.
to use the backdoor portal that leads straight to the HQ, I need to verify the security code written specifically for each coordinate. It is going to take some time.
곧 내 놈을 쫓아올 녀석을 상대하고 들어가면 딱 맞겠군.
Here, give us enough time to deal with your pursuer. As Saudi navigated through the vehicle's machinery with her remaining arm. Okay, what's it? Okay, it just needs some time. The seniors all began to keep watch on their surroundings, weapons at the ready.
본사로 가도 괜찮은 거 맞나요? 함정에 제 발로 들어가는 기분인데.
So are we sure it is a good idea for us to head to the HQ? I feel like we are walking ourselves into a trap here.
차라리 대관원에 도움을 요청하는 건 어떨까요?
What if we requested assistance from Dangwon Yuan instead?
방법은 될 수 있겠지. 하지만 본사가 엮인 이상 친분이 있다 해도 날개의 손을 빌려 해결했다간 차후 어마어마한 대가를 치러야 할 거다.
That can be a solution, yes. However, as this concerns our HQ, resolving this crisis with help from a wing, even one whose leader we are on good terms with, will require an enormous favor to be repaid. So I guess it's better to keep it for if we really need them. If we use them, their help, there must be something
관리자님,
that they want in return.
어떻게 하시겠습니까?
Your decision, executive manager. We head straight to the HQ research facility as soon as Saudi opened the portal. It was not hard to intuit the Roshu turn had arrived, given her evident excitement. If so, the back door leading to the HQ, which Roshu intends to use, should be the part we are meant to take this time.
각오하는 게 좋을 거다.
Better prepare yourself.
이 앞은 분명 나락일 것이고.
What awaits us without a single shred of doubt is hell.
나락은 언제나 기다리고 있던 게 있었으니.
Okay, it's already 30 minutes. And there in its depths lies something that has always been waiting for me. Hey, Yi-sang. Just I'm seeing him
아무래도
now.
습격자가 차량을 발견한 모양이요.
Old strums above us, walking the vehicle's roof. We have been found.
이거 부서지기 전에 일단 넓은 곳으로 나가는 게 낫지 않겠냐?
Oi, then should not we get out of the truck before it cave in over our heads?
아니요. 이 트럭은 피사의 특이점이 적용되어 있다고 했잖아요. 외부로부터 안전하게 보호해주는 거요.
No.
오히려 안에 있는 게
Peacock Singularity protects this truck. Remember, Peacock Singularity. Something that is supposed to keep whatever's inside safe. We should just lie low in here until.
안전한 건 맞지? 지금 천장에 살짝 금 간 것 같지 않아?
Or even the Peacock technology didn't work. You're sure about that? I can see a teensy crack in the ceiling.
그럴 리가. 분명 탄성이 강해서 어지간한 힘에는 휘기만 할 텐데.
I just think like a crack that makes no sense. That the ceiling should be elastic enough to bend under most physical impacts instead of cracking.
차량형 이동장치 외벽에 피사의 특이점이 적용된 것은 맞습니다.
It is true that the exterior of this vehicular transportation device utilizes Peacock Singularity.
그래서 트럭은 밖에서 볼 때보다 안이 넓고 외부 충격으로부터 방어하기 좋죠.
That is why this truck is more spacious inside than it appears from the outside, and has good defenses against external forces.
다만 피사에서 저희가 탑승했던 실험 모델과 달리 이 차량은 비포팀의 원활한 배치를 목적으로 운영되는 저가형 모델로 보입니다.
However, unlike the experimental model we boarded in Peacock, this vehicle appeared to be a more affordable model used flexibly as a shuttle for the before team's deployment.
충분한 성능을 위해서는 언제나 그에 걸맞은 값이 들고 그렇지 않은 제품은 특이점이라 한들 파괴될 수 있다는 겁니다.
That is to say that for a singularity technology to perform at a competent level, a higher level of investment is required. Budget models, even those of singularities, can still end up being counted. Oh, so that means this is a budget model.
싸구려라는 거네.
So it's not the real one. So not really the really real one. So they cheapen out.
그렇다면 거미집의 아비는 아니군.
Then the assailant is not one of the nurse fathers from the House of Spiders.
아비 중 한 명이었다면 이 정도 벽은 첫 소음과 함께 박살냈을 테지.
If it were one of them, the first shock would have shattered this wall into pieces.
처음부터 강한 놈이 나타나는 건 너무 단조로운 전개일 테니.
I suppose kicking off with the top dogs would have made for a rather bland story progression.
혹시 지난번 뇌횡이라는 자가 말했던
The nurse fathers? Wait, you mean the same people Leheng?
사담은 상황이 끝난 뒤에 해도 늦지 않다.
We have time for speculations later.
관리자님, 곧 천장 부분이 파괴될 것 같습니다.
Executive manager, the ceiling's about to cave in. Go for the kill the moment they get inside. Or is the thumb?
성환!
At the ready, man. Wait, don't engage. Though we were readying ourselves to skewer the intruder the moment he stepped inside, we had to immediately backtrack on the idea when we saw who he was carrying. Karen.
의식을 잃었을 뿐 숨은 온전히 붙어 있습니다.
He is only unconscious and breathing still.
일부러 저자의 팔만 잘라내고 그 흔적을 따라 추적했나.
I see you cut Saudi's arm off so that you have something to track her down with.
예상대로 동료들에게 도움을 구하기 위해 온 것을 보니
And she has gone straight to seek help from her comrades.
반응을 지켜본 것은
Oh, so he injured her so that he can track us. It was indeed a correct decision for us to wait and see how she reacts. Oh, when Saudis came to the seniors, so they can track the seniors. The intruder continued glancing towards Saudi, as if in response to that, Roshu placed her hand on her scabbard. Roshu.
버켄. 버스 기사가 다칠 일은 없을 테니
BD okay. They won't dare hurt the bus driver.
그런 식에 난장 피우지 마라.
So don't make a fast clock.
그게 무슨... 요시 씨!
What do you mean she is okay? Roshu ignored Sinclair and rushed toward the intruder, her scabbard clearing through the air.
막았나?
Oh, parried that, did you?
인질은 신경도 쓰지 않으시는 겁니까?
Have you no regard for the hostage life?
내 놈들이 죽게 둘 리 없지. 인질의 목숨으로 붉은 길잡이의 분노를 살 계획은 없을 테니.
You won't dare let her die unless you are planning to incur the Red Guard's wrath. Like Roshu said, the intruder was only defending himself against her strikes without harming Karen, just as the other seniors were stepping up to join the assault.
전투의 예법을 다하기 위해 한 분씩 상대해드리려 했습니다만
I had intended to face you one at a time as the possibility of honorable combat dictates, but
스승님이 올 때까지 이 자를 넘겨줘서는 안 되는 상황인지라.
unfortunately, since I cannot let you take her back until my master arrives. Wait, this uniform. The intruder gestured with his hand and strange bizarre things dropped to the ceiling with a thumb.
빌려온 무기를 사용해야겠군요.
I must resort to using some borrowed weapons.
저건 뒤틀림이나 괴물
Are those distortions or masters of some kind? No, I think they are people.
저 자식이 말한 그 스승이란 놈 베르길리우스가 상대하고 있댔지?
His master Vergilius is supposed to be handling whoever there is, yeah?
특색날이 분명 카론군이 붙잡혀서 제대로 싸우지 못하고 있는 것이라 생각한다네.
The color must illustrious must be the color most illustrious must be deterred from wielding his full might on account of young Karen's capture.
카론을 구해서 본사도 어디든 도망치기만 해도 길잡이가 전력을 다할 수 있는 거 아니냐?
Then we rescue Karen and book it to the HQ or whatever. Then let the guy go all out.
당장 할 수 있는 건 그게 최선인 것 같긴 하네요.
Yeah, that seems to be the best shot we have at this moment. Still, let's be careful and prioritize Karen's safety above all else.
단순해서 좋군 9번 수감자. 물론 좋은 성과를 갖고 돌아온다면
Okay, let's see what skill they have.
잡잘한 걸 준비해두지.
Oh, this is because of the hint. Okay. Gain one automated myofiber activity next turn. When hit, gain one additional automated myofiber activity. Gain one automated myofiber activity next turn. Max stack 2, deal plus 50% damage per stack. Combat start at 2 stack, convert all coins of the unit attack skill into unbreakable coin, lose this effect. Flashable guard, gain one automated myofiber activity next turn. Oh, so this skill, this one we convert it to unbreakable. We convert attack skills to unbreakable coin. Base power plasma for every 30% BC HP percentage. About plasma for every 30 on target. Clash win, inflict to timer count. Gain paralyzed next turn if clash lose. Unbreakable coin, lose 30% of this unit current core HP. Coin start, lose 30% of this unit current core HP. Staggered due to this effect, rounded down. Okay. On hit without cracking, trigger amplitude conversion into tremor hemorrhage. Oh, the last skill was unbreakable coin.
해고 감흥도 증폭.
Alright, got this one. And also, let's see if I miss something. Alright, got this one.
애도에 잡담이
So,
끼어드는
got this
것은
one.
좋지 않소.
사고될 시간이다. 잔우에.
Oh, don't unbreakable coin. Oh, the unbreakable coin. Not quite good.
소매는 단정하지 않군요.
듀라디아, 죽도록 달릴 시간이다.
Alright, let's get the rock. Also, okay, that one was second skill. Second skill. And also,
안타깝게도 내
second skill
숲에
for this
있는
one.
애들은 이미 모두 죽었어. 할 수 있는 건
Oh, now
그리스도를
currently I have
죽이는
5
것이지.
lamb. My stack is it.
목을 내놓고 있도록.
편히 쉬시게.
그래, 그렇게 시원하게 처리하니 그런 맛이 나는군. 일 처리는 빠르게 하는 덜
즉시 철거하시지요.
비명을 질러라.
당신을 인도해주진 못해도 따뜻하게 안아줄 수는 있어요.
Alright. Okay, let's see what skill the enemy about to use. Oh, this one it was a crushable card. Okay, so when it hit me, it gained one additional automated modifiable activity, which I don't want it to gain the extra. Resonance. At the end of this unit, kill the target with its skill reload. Gain the living and departed gain to his next turn. This one own. Okay, resonance. Oh, so gloom resonance give me something. But Okay, 3 resonance is enough. And also combat start, gain 1 lamp for every 2 gloom. Every 2 gloom resonance, max 3. Oh, so if I got 6, it means I can gain 3 lamp. But the lamp max is 8. So L2 is enough. 3. Right, mine need rough now.
제게 말을 거는 건 룰 위반이죠.
Oh no, I can get rough. Oh.
하고들 시간이다. 잔우에. 태어난 곳으로 돌아가라. 살고자 하는 모든 것들과 함께 무덤으로 돌아가라.
소매는 단정하지 않군요.
Oh no, they call losing.
이쪽은 간당
내가 안전하게 지켜줄
목숨줄만 붙어있군. 곧 끝장낼 수 있을 것 같은데 소감자들로 효율적인 마무리를 명령하시겠지요.
Right, let's get more of this word stab. Oh, this one, this skill need to last. Which enemy have the last?
잡담이 끼어드는 것은
회복 탄환을 쏠 거라.
불편하신 점이라.
Which ID?
불편하신
Or this ID have last?
안타깝게도 내 숲.
Only this ID have last?
제게 말을 거는 건 룰
하고들
위반이죠.
시간이다. 잔우에.
그간의 전투 경험이 쓸모가 없진 않았군요. 딴테
그들 또한
적합한 조치였습니다.
태어난 곳으로 돌아가라.
너도 누군가에게 나한테 적극적으로 지킬 게 많거든.
내가 찾은 나만의 항해 방식. 헛! 헛! 사물.
Nice.
모처럼 괜찮은 예술을 보나 했더니 벌써 목,
The
배를
textbook.
전부 채웠군.
Oh, there she still
방지할 사고도
fight.
해야 할 뒤처리도 없나. 돌아가지.
Right, I need to reset deployment. It's better if I pick this one first.
아니면 애도인가?
가시죠. 화투패 일패 의뢰인가? 가시죠.
부르신다면 언제든.
녹슨 총에 날, 녹슨 총에 날, 녹슨
말뚝을 쑤셔 넣어주죠.
녹슨 총.
복제팀의 협조가 필요한 거지.
맡겨두시게.
말뚝을 쑤셔 넣어주죠.
명을 받고
작전 시
군주가 나선다.
Oh, his defensive skill is last. So I can get less resources from him.
불로 정화하고
Alright, let's go.
깨끗한 세계를 세우라.
이 기회에 평소 지휘 실력을 확인해 보죠, 단테.
If target has 6 plus tremor, crit power plus 1, equate to tremor. Oh, if target has 2 plus, the duel escalates. If target has 2 plus, the duel escalates, deal plus 30% damage. Flash wind, inflict 1, the duel escalates. Okay, so I will not don't want him to win with this skill. Oh, this is defensive skill. Right, this one give max stack 20. The Thumb Apprentice Lucio gain skill power and does more damage with every clash with this unit. Expires at 10 AM. If this unit did not clash with the Thumb Apprentice, Lucio is 10. Okay. Or with every clash with this unit, it will deal more damage. Expire to end, this unit did not gain skill power and deal more damage with every clash with this unit. Expires at turn end if the unit did not clash with Thumb Apprentice Lucio this turn. Okay, let's look at the passive. A counter start gain the thumbness pada command. Okay, what this can give? Lose 5 offense level. Counter start gain the thumbness pada command. Or this one debuff to the enemy. In a clash against Roshu, clash power -3 and convert the coin on this unit based attack skill into unbreakable coin. Oh, so if it was against Roshu, reduce clash power but convert it to unbreakable coin. Also on a clash loose, deal 80% damage and any on hit effects do not activate. Deal 80% damage, clash loose, deal 80% damage and any on hit effects do not activate. What is on hit effect? Okay, I don't know. After clashing, inflict 1 the duel escalates against the target this unit clash against. After clashing, inflict the duel escalates against the target this unit clash against. This one, is it inflicted to the enemy or himself? So give skill power and more damage with every clash with this unit. Oh, I think this one inflict on the senior. Oh, okay, clash against the target with the duel escalate. Deal 3 SP for every the dual escalate attack on the target. Oh, so this one on the target. The dual escalate. So the more of this stack on my team, it will deal more damage and deal more damage with every clash with this unit. So if my team did a clash with him, the count will expire. Gain the following effect based on the targets the dual escalate stack. Okay, for every stack, deal plus 5% damage against target, 95% from the target with the dual escalate. The 1 plus stack, clash against target with the dual escalate, gain clash power plus 1. 2 stack, gain base power plus 1. At 3 stack, with gain con power plus 1 and inflict 3 sword tendon on hit. Okay, base attack skill, base power 91 for every stack, lose 1 stack. Oh, this is the one of the debuff. So if at 3 plus stack, at 4 plus stack, the clash against target with the dual escalate gain 5 power plus 1. So that means I will not want this thing to stack my team. For every 3 turns, select a random enemy, reduce their speed to 1 and target it with all unit skill. Okay, but Palamitten Rapier, the cleaving blade. If this unit skill effects trigger triangle burst, gain to offense level up next turn. Panic recovery. Then end if in panic is set SP to 0. This unit panic up. Okay. Okay, let's see how this one goes. Alright, I will clash with this one. Okay, can each handle the slash and last. Okay, last is better. Okay, this one or last. Right, this one. Okay. We go counter the one. Yeah, I think why effective to last. Okay, this one. Okay, take that one.
이미 입회 중입니다. 제게 말을 거는 건 룰 위반이죠.
This one effective to last too, but effective against slash. Okay, finally this one. Neutral. Neutral. Okay, you. Okay, you will clash that one. Okay, so. Okay, you will get the unopposed on this one. Okay, let's go.
아무것도 남지 마라.
훌륭합니다. 하지만 아직 고쳐야 할 자세.
Oh no.
유라니아, 죽도록 달릴 시간이다.
본인은
Oh, she's already in this state. Okay. Oh no, I can't get
이미 입회
this.
중입니다. 제게 말을
Right.
거는 건 룰 위반이죠.
Oh, gonna use this one. If the target has the do escalate, convert all coins of this key to unbreakable coin. Yeah, I didn't have this the one, so I cannot convert to unbreakable coin. Okay, I will use this on this one. Oh, so the one that already clashed with this one. I supposed to not clash again. Ready to stack this one. Yeah, we clash with the one.
나중에 이야기할까?
One. So this one
지금은
is
기분이
here.
좀 그렇네.
Alright. I will clash this one. Okay, he not yet clash, so I will give it clash. Okay, he cannot really clash. power counter. Alright, I will clash with that one. The power counter that thing.
당신 짝패군요.
그간의 전투 경험이 쓸모가 없진 않았군요.
그래도
적합한 조치였습니다.
here one fatal. Okay, I should check the effectiveness because the ID are not a glass cannon.
풍과 함께 사라져라.
아르카나 빛.
의심,
무슨 일
암기,
있었던 겐가?
불안과 공포 그런 것들이 들끓을 때가 가장 취약하죠. 알아듣겠습니까?
또 도움이
지금
필요한 곳이 생겼는가?
적기라는 것입니다.
To bloom Sifurao. To bloom Sifurao. Okay, you need Sifurao. Sifurao. He is in textbook. What is that? A textbook with a singular purpose. Oh, it's a panic type. Okay, I see. Panic type where Clash Loose gain 1 fragrant extend. Okay, Clash Loose gain 2 fragrant extend. Clash power plus. Low morale. Clash power plus 1 when clash against the target with the dual escalates. Okay, Ishmael can clash. Okay, clash now with him.
이미 패중입니다.
Why always
제게
not
말을
have
거는 건 룰
this
위반이죠.
unit?
이미 패중입니다. 제게 말을 거는 건 룰 위반이죠.
Oh, okay, it was read. And I don't have it. Alright, let's see what
이미
he
패중입니다.
can
제게
flash
말을
with.
거는 건 룰 위반이죠. 이미 패중입니다.
Boot
제게
fatal.
말을 거는 건 룰 위반이죠.
9. Okay, I think I can win against this one.
또 도움이 필요한 곳이 생겼는가?
Alright, done. Okay, you can clash with this one. Okay, wait. Okay, let's see. Okay, you already have. Okay, Roshu. Okay, Roshu is fine. Roshu, you clash with this one.
애도에 잡담이
Okay,
끼어드는
effective.
것은 좋지 않소.
Alright. Yeah, this one if when hit gain 1 additional. Yeah, if I hit him, he gain additional. So let's not give let's not unggah-bunggah that one. Okay. Alright. Oh, what's that? Oh, I need to check this skill. Do not be staggered before using this skill. For every attack skill on this unit that lost a clash distance, clash loose. Oh, I didn't notice that skill. Alright.
이쪽으로.
Hey, let's go.
아직 완성되지 못한다.
모든 걸 거둬들일 순 없었어.
이 각도와 속도, 정교한 궤적을 보고
It's supposed to not hit that much because
합당한
it
이유가
is damage.
있겠지. 기대하고 있겠습니다, 단테.
Oh, I just remember I didn't bring Lamb Grey Gold. That's why I feel it. It's fine. Okay, you want already 3.
이미 입회 중입니다. 제게 말을 거는 건 룰 위반이죠.
Alright, Ismail can
이미 입회
get
중입니다.
the
제게
boss.
말을 거는 건 룰 위반이죠.
Wait, why this one? Oh, okay. Okay.
나아가 주게.
꿈에는 단정하지 않군요.
편히 쉬시게.
간당 목숨줄만 붙어있군. 곧 끝장낼 수 있을 것 같은데 소감자들로 효율적인 마무리를 명령하시겠지요, 단테?
Alright, Roshu, you will attack this skill. Because this skill will convert coin to unbreakable if it have this one. They do escalate. Roshu didn't have. Dominating.
이미 배중입니다.
He have
제게
the dual
말을 거는
escalate.
건 룰 위반이죠.
Okay, he can attack that one.
이미 배중입니다. 제게 말을 거는 건 룰 위반이죠.
불편하신 점이라도
Hi. Welcome. Okay, this one.
나중에 이야기할까?
We got
지금은
with this
기분이
one.
좀 그렇네.
Why you have Queen of Heart Dawn on a seeking team? Oh, this one. I not intended to put her. Just putting her in this one. She not thinking. Actually, I want to put Lemgregor, but actually put her. I just use it. I just hit push this one.
나아가 주게.
태어난 곳으로 돌아가라. 살고자 하는 모든 것들과 함께 무덤으로 돌아가라.
골치 아픈
Alright.
것들이 고기 조각이
he stands to
되었군요,
it.
단테. 나쁘지 않은 성과입니다.
이미 입회 중입니다. 제게 말을 거는 건 룰 위반이죠.
Alright, time to deal some damage. Alright.
목을 내놓고 있도록.
주먹과 피. 코코.
By the way, I don't wanna spoil you, but all I wanna say is this Canto is one of the best
뒷문이
mob.
있는 쪽을 저쪽에 빼앗겼어요.
Okay.
이러면 포탈이 열려도
It's okay. I don't mind spoiling. I actually already got spoiled by the story by watching other people play it, actually. So there's a lot of things I already know. Damn indie. He sees the back door side of the truck. Even if the portal opens, we can't.
상황은 똑같아. 저자를 처리하고 기사 양반을 데리고 본사로 가면 돼.
Does not change what needs to be done. We take care of him. Get the bus quickly and head off to HQ.
인장 더 몰아붙여야 하는데.
For fuck's sake, we can't even fight full out. Despite Roshu's assurance, the seniors did not share her confidence that no harm would come to Karen. So they were confined to fending off the animated corpses unable to fight aggressively. Roshu was the only one unfazed enough to raise her sword against the assailant, described battlefield.
미련한 새끼. 팔을 더 직선으로 뻗으라고.
Bodesam later half-wit.
도대체 몇 번을 말해야 알아쳐먹지?
Okay, who is this person? Bodesam later half-wit. Arm straight, I said. How many times? Just how many times must I repeat myself?
그거 맞았다고 엄살은. 일어나. 안 일어나? 뭘 잘했다고 누워서.
Is this guy beating someone? Oh, stop making a fuss. It couldn't have hurt that much. On your feet, get off your ass. What makes you think you deserve a break?
꼴불견같이 굴지 말고 다시 검 잡아.
Quit being a whiny little brat
똑바로
and pick up that sword. Let's straight. See,
할 수 있잖아.
that wasn't so hard, was it?
한 번만 더 엄살 부리면 그때는 머리카락을 다 뜯어버릴 거니까.
If I ever hear you whining again, I rip your hair clean off your head. So get your act together. You.
이 검술에 대해 알고 있군.
You are no stranger to this sword style.
그렇습니다. 팔레르모. 저 또한 그 검술을
Also, I think this sword style remembering someone, remembering Roshu about someone. The parallel mitten style, I have been trained in it as well.
팔렌치나.
Okay, I see. So this is the person that appears in the flashback. Did you learn it from Valentina, the bush hound?
그런 저속한 단어로 그분을 욕보이지 마시게.
The bush hound.
스승님께서 팔레르모를 전수해 주시며
I must ask you to not to insult her with such a cruel epithet. My master gave me an order when she imparted this style to me.
당신의 검술과 한없이 닮아질 때까지 단련하라.
To temper and hone it until my mastery of it becomes indistinguishable from yours.
이제 제 팔레르모는
So Roshi also
거미줄에 있던
knows
과거의
about this style
비슷한 수준에
and learn it.
도달했습니다.
But I think it's kind of different style. He had different kind of style of this parallel mitten style. My swordcraft is now on par with that of your past self when you still belong in the house of spiders.
검술을 배워 이해하는 것도 아니고 그저 날 베껴내려 했다.
Like learning it without understanding anything and only obsessively copying me.
그깟 흉내내기를 위해 시간을 할애하다니 후숙지도
Wait, what
않아.
you mean by copying her? So it was wasting time over such mimicry. It is beyond ridiculous.
모방뿐이라면 거물진 손목의 각도, 두 발의
Oh,
간격,
wow.
검의 무게
She is on
중심,
copying her, copying.
그중 하나라도 어긋났을
Is it copying me? If you are no more than a copycat, then the angle of the wrist, the distance between the feet, and the balance of the sweat itself, every one of this has to be exact because even a single incongruity.
왜 처맞을 걸 알면서도 자세가 자꾸 달라지니?
Valentina, are you actually that incompetent or do you enjoy the beating? Maintain your stance.
받지 않은 대가리 쓰지 말고 알려준 방법대로만 해. 외운 것만 빼먹지 말고 그냥 움직이라고.
Don't bother your stupid little head trying to be clever and just stick to what you have been taught. Take what you memorize and more.
하루라도 빨리 네가 모든 것을 베어내는 검으로 완성되어야 나도.
The sooner you become the blade that cuts through all, the better. Only then can I.
언제 무너질지 모르는 외줄타기 같은 검술.
We break you from. We break your form, making your swordmanship as precarious as a tightrope walk headed straight for a fall.
너도 저기 있는 인형과 다를 게 없군.
You are no different from those wind-up dolls over there.
태엽 인형이어도 상관없습니다.
The thing about this Canto is, it starts off quick. The seriousness. Call me a wind-up doll all you want. It doesn't matter.
발레도무를 제대로 기억도 구사도 하지 못하니.
You likewise are unable to recall and properly with the Palomitian style.
저는 제 필요성을 다시금 납득하고 있습니다.
Which tells me my usefulness has not yet run its course.
같은 자세를 1000번, 안 되면 10,000번을 반복해서라도 당신이 배운 모든 자세를 완벽히 구현할 수 있어야만.
I must perfect every form you have been taught, even if I must repeat the same stance 1,000. Perfect every form you have been taught. Oh, so that means the Valentina taught the skill to Roshu, and he is mimicking the skill from Roshu, I think. I must perfect every form you have been taught, even if I must repeat the same stance 1,000. No, 10,000 times over.
당신만을 위해 완벽한 교본이 될 수 있을 테니.
If I am to be a perfectly tailored textbook for you.
내 놈 같은 애새끼 학습지 교본은 필요 없다면?
Poor textbook. Hi, welcome. What if I said I have no need for child study it?
거절은 의미가 없습니다.
This is the definition
이미 시작되었습니다.
of human textbook. Your rejection is inconsequential. My role as your textbook has already begun. Oh, he is a textbook for Roshu. Rule.
그렇다면 나만의 예술로.
Aha, then I will illustrate my very own art for you.
형체조차 남지 않게 갈라버려야겠군.
And you are slash and cleave beyond recognition.
아씨, 눈이 다시 아작난 걸 보니까 여기 맞네.
The
우리
person
티켓 있는 곳.
came. Damn, my eyes turned up again. Yup, I landed on the right place. That is my ticket, alright? Oh, so this is the Valentina. God.
내가 말했잖니, 루치오.
Oh, so the Valentina a thumb. I told you, Lucio,
너는 몇 년을 더 노력해도
you could spend years honing your skills,
우리 요시대 따라잡으려면 한참 남았다고.
but that will still won't be enough to catch up to our Yoshihide. Wait, I wonder who is Yoshihide? Roshu? Wait, did she smack him? Oh, the thumb apprentice, Lucio. The man staggered a little, his head jerking to the side from the impact of the blow. Oh, the rational smack him?
어때? 직접 보니까 느껴지지 않니?
Isn't it obvious now that you have seen it yourself?
지금 네 수준이 얼마나 형편없는지.
How sad and pathetic your progress is.
이래서 전쟁도 못 겪어본 것들은
This is the problem with greenhorns who have not had a taste of the war. They don't know what it is like to crawl through the muck and grime of the battlefield where the slightest inattention can get your head blown clean off.
강자를 상대할 때는 힘으로 맞서지 말고 칼끝을 걸어 공격을 흘려보내라고 내가 몇 번이나 강조했잖아.
When faced with a superior opponent, don't just rely on brawn, but redirect the force of the attack to the side by locking your arc with the tip of your sword. I've said it time and again.
다수를 상대할 때는 자세를 낮추고 궤적을 가로로 크게 휘두르라고도. 내가 목이 쉬도록 말해줬는데 그걸 까먹어?
And when you are outnumbered, lower your form and draw wide arcs with your sword. Did you forget everything I drilled into you after shouting myself hoarse?
구석에서
Secure a corner.
한 놈씩 불러들이게.
Secure a corner, force them to get to you in a single file.
위치 선정을 하라고도 했는데.
Because positioning is everything. Didn't I tell you all of this before?
우리 요시대가 하나라도 더 내가 가르친 걸 떠올리려면 교본의 하자는
If
없어야지.
Yoshihide is to recall even one more lesson from me, the textbook can't afford to have any defects.
죄송합니다, 스승님.
Forgive me, master.
그래도 이거 챙기라는 명령은 잘 들었네. 아주 쓸모가 없진 않아.
But you did manage to collect this one as instructed. Maybe you are not completely useless after all. You mean Karen? Hatred thick in her voice, Roshu his collect. Hatred thick in her voice, Roshu his the thumbless father under her breath as she shifted into a blade drawing stance against the second assailant.
야, 잘 지냈어, 티켓?
Hey, how have you been, Ticket?
역시 못 보던 사이에 자세가 개판이 됐던데. 검을 그딴 식으로 쥐는 걸 보니 한숨도 안 나오네. 그 버릇 바꾸려고 나한테 그렇게
Your
처맞았어.
form is really become a wreck since you were away. Just seeing that sloppy grip makes me sick. I had to beat that habit out of your back in the day, remember?
그래도 간만에 제외니까 기본 예의 정도는 차려줄게. 옛날처럼 뺨따기를 쳐 맞아야 정신 차릴 나이는 지났잖아.
Still, this reunion's been a long time coming, so I suppose I owe you a bit of courtesy. You are old enough now to understand what I am saying without me having to resort to the occasional backhand, aren't you?
티켓이라.
Ticket. Why he called her Ticket?
날 아직도 그렇게 부르는 걸 보아하니.
Still intent on calling me that, huh?
내 놈도 여전히 그 구렁텅이에서 벗어나지 못했나 보군.
Clearly, you are still just a sad sack of shit stuck wallowing in a sinkhole of your own making.
네 놈? 지금 나한테 말한 거지?
Did you just call me a sack of shit? Unfortunately, yes. Bish.
이 새끼가 이제는 위아래도 모르고 기어오르네.
Bish, you should know your place before barking at your betters. Sensing a sudden presence outside, the so-called thumbless spider snatched Karen into her arms. And swiftly assumed a fighting stance. Sensing a sudden presence outside, the so-called thumbless spider. Wait, who is thumbless spider? Oh, Valeshina is thumbless spider. I thought Nespada is supposed to be a male. Oh, so she was called Tamna's father. Sensing a sudden presence outside, the so-called Tamna's father snatched Karen into her arms and swiftly assumed a fighting stance. Wait a moment. Bila baik. Alright, I'm back. There was a firework outside. Sensing a sudden presence outside, the so-called Tamna's father snatched Karen into her arms. Sensing a sudden presence outside, the so-called Tamna's father snatched Karen into her arms and swiftly assumed a fighting stance. So able to
이번 일에 대해서는 미안하다는 말을 전해야겠군요. 관리자한테.
we're able to give more time for Vergilius to Kim. Okay, Vergilius. See, Manager Dante, it seems that I must apologize for what has happened today. Vergilius.
저의 개인적인 일과 과거에 다 풀어내지 못했던 것이 남아 있었던지라 생각보다 돌아오는 것이 늦었습니다.
I was stalled by my personal issues and a certain unresolved business from the past.
상처가
Work, you are hurt.
저들에게 입은 상처는 아니니 쓸데없는 걱정은 하지 말도록.
They are not from this assailants, so don't worry needlessly.
공교롭게도 저들과 대치하기 전에 골치 아픈 일에 휘말렸을 뿐이다.
It just so happens that I was involved in a rather troublesome matter prior to encountering them.
죄송합니다, 붉은 시선님. 제가 끝까지 지켰어야.
It is all my fault, Rikis. I should have protected her. Saudis voice trembled as she apologized profusely to Vergilius.
아니, 내가 저놈을 제대로 붙잡아두지 못했기 때문에 벌어진 일이다.
No, this happened because I couldn't stop him from going after you.
하필 팔이 잘렸나?
And of course, he had to go for your arm.
상처가 점점 벌어지고 있군. 상황이 종료되면 곧장 치료부터 받.
That one is looking worse by the second. Go get it treated the moment we deal with this situation. I will. Vergilius met the Tamna's father's case head on. Yeah, actually, this one confusing me because he called Nurse father.
암지. 겉으로는 명예를 앞세워도 비겁한 수단 없이는 제대로 된 임무를 수행하지
I think Nurse father is
못하는
referring to some kind of group. The thumb, the finger that makes up for their incompetence with duplicity and cowardice, only to then hide it all behind their mask of honor.
군사연구소가 습격당했다는 연락을 받은 동시에 당신들이 나타났다는 것.
You appeared exactly as we received the transmission that the HQ research facility was under attack.
인질이라는 고전적인 방법을 써서라도 나를 어떻게든
You
묶어두겠다는
appeared exactly
건가?
as we received the transmission that the HQ. You appeared exactly as we received the transmission that the HQ research facility was under attack. Then your purpose here must be to stall me by any means, even if you have to resort to an old and tired methods like taking hostage. Oh, that's why what happening. So the Vergilius are going to the HQ research facility after it under attack. So that's why Karen got kidnapped, I think. The purpose here must be to stall me by any means, even if you have to resort to an old and tired methods like taking a hostage.
그 반응 역시 내가 제대로 찾았네.
Haha, yes, the way you are reacting to this, I need it.
이게 당신의 케이크였어.
She is your cake. What does that mean?
티켓.
The cake?
기억나니?
예.
네가 교양 없이 입가에 크림을 덕지덕지 묻히면서
Remember,
처먹었던 그날.
ticket. Remember what I told you when you so immodestly stuffed your face with that cake and smeared cream all over yourself.
그 더러운 꼬라지로 내 앞에서 웃고 있으면 케이크를 바닥에 쳐박고 싶어지니까.
Smiling like an idiot in such fit makes me want to smash that cake to the floor.
케이크가 아무리 달콤하고 맛있어도 내 앞에서 안달난 티 내지 말라고.
So, do you dare let on even a hint of craving for the cake while I am looking, no matter how sweet and delicious it might be?
내가 말했잖아, 티켓.
What did I say? Ticket? What did I say?
자꾸 질 거면
Okay, what is this? If you are gonna start trouble,
내가 눈치 못 채게.
if you are gonna start trouble, you better not show it on your face.
표정 관리부터 완벽하게 하라고.
As I cash on.
지랄하지 말고
Stop fucking
똑바로
around
말해.
and tell me straight.
한 이유가 뭐야?
Tell me why are you?
아니. 그냥 말하지 마. 계속 그렇게 입 다물고 있어봐.
Sorry, my back didn't comfortable. Aha, you know what? Be like that. Keep mum and brood in silence all you want.
직접 그 찾아서 버릴 테니까.
Dad, I find that and I split.
내가 이 눈으로 너 하나 못 막을 것 같아?
You are not getting past me. You think this eye is just for show?
글쎄, 발렌치나, 네가 그 눈을 얼마나 신뢰하고 있는지는 모르겠다만.
Well, Valentina, I don't know how much confidence you are putting in that eyeball, but
반쪽짜리가 된 그 유물로는 내 시간이 그리 오래 허비되지 않을 것 같군.
I doubt you stole me for long with that half-functioning relic of yours. A trickle of blood had begun dribbling down the intruder's cheek from her covered eye.
아, 이거?
This. But she grinned without a care.
그래. 티켓이랑 가까워지니까 욱신거리기 시작했지.
Oh yeah, it started hurting more and more the closer I got to ticket.
하지만 곧 괜찮아질 거야. 티켓은 이제 여길 떠날 거거든.
But it's gonna get better. Ticket's about to leave this place, you see.
내 놈, 날 죽이는 게 목적이 아니고.
Okay, I don't understand what happening. Why he is bleeding? He said she's hurting when she's near to the ticket. Dribbling down the functioning relics. I doubt you stole me for long with that half-functioning relic of yours. And what does it mean by relic? Ticket about to leave this place, you see? Oh yeah, I started hurting more and more the closer I got the ticket. Shithead, you are not here to kill me, are you?
근데 이 새끼 아까부터 자꾸 건방지게 꼬박꼬박 반말을.
Aha, shithead, rude bitch, have you forgotten all about manners? The woman seemed to be having a hard time holding her hand back from striking Roshu. But after a few deep breaths, she visibly relaxed and continued on.
그걸 알면 뒷문이 열리는 대로 여기서 꺼져.
Glad you finally figured that out. Now fuck off as soon as the back door opens.
다른 아비들이 기다리고 있으니까 거기 가선 예의 있게 굴고.
The other nurse fathers are waiting for you there, so show some proper manners.
아, 머릿속이 뒤죽박죽이라 바로바로 떠올리기 힘들 텐데. 기다리면서 다른 아비들에게 할 말이라도 준비하지 그러니.
Oh, or is that brain of yours to mess up to remember who is who and which is which? Why do you take this time to think of what you are gonna say to them?
잠깐만요. 그냥 보내줄 생각이라면 당장 카론 씨부터.
Hey, hold on. If you are gonna let us go anyway, why don't you let Karen
아가리.
zip it? The Tamna's father muttered viciously.
버릇없이 주제도 모르는 게 끼어드는 걸 제일 싫어해.
I hate presumptuous idiots who don't know their place butting into conversations.
티켓, 네 친구들이니?
A friend of yours, Ticket.
그렇다만.
Yeah, just I still wondering why he called Roshu Ticket.
그래?
네.
뭐 그럼 다 보내도 괜찮겠네.
Yeah. Oh, gladly Roshu called they a friend. That's so. I don't suppose there is anything wrong with sending them all there.
먹잇감들이 알아서 날아오겠다는데 굳이 막을 이유는 없으니까.
After all, why discourage a swarm of flies from flying straight into the web we have spun? Her eye fixed intently on Regulus. The Timeless Father slowly backed away from the back door and opened the way for us. Yeah, even Regulus can't snatch Karen from her. The back door to the HQ has not opened yet. We have to rescue Karen first, then.
망설이지 마십시오, 단테. 당신이 수감자들을 데리고 가야 할 길은 그쪽이 맞습니다.
So we're gonna get into the web. Do not hesitate, Dante. That is indeed the part you must bring the sinners to. Regulus continued coldly as though he was reading my mind.
오히려 당신이 저자의 뜻대로 뒷문을 통해 가는 게 카론을 위한 일일 것입니다.
In fact, you should go through the back door like she says if you want to help Karen.
이건 저만을 묶기 위한 상황이고 저건 당신과 4번 수감자를 부르기 위한 상황이니 말이죠.
This entire circumstance at the back door has been engineered to hold me and only me. And what awaits beyond the back door? The entire circumstance at the back door has been engineered to hold me and only me back. And what awaits beyond the back door is what they have orchestrated to summon you and Sinner for there.
그 말대로야. 차가운 거미줄에 붉은색이 걸렸다가
Correct. I would not want your dash of red.
기껏 엮어둔 그물이 다 끊어지면 곤란하지.
To snip our elaborate web to pieces.
본사까지의 포탈 전개 거의 끝났어요.
Portal connection to the HQ almost established. Yeah, I'm not sure how Saudi can hold it with his left hand like that.
그런데 이건 도대체 본사로 연결하는 보안망이 전부 뚫려 있는데.
But every firewall protecting connections to the HQ has been bypassed. What?
보안이 무너진 뒷문을 통해 침입한 것인가?
Then it must be via the defenseless back door or back doors through which the intruders have broken in.
본사 연구소와 연결됐어요.
Portal connections to HQ established.
따라올 텐가?
Coming with.
파우스트가 가면 이 뒷문 조정기의 사용법을 숙지한 사람이 저밖에 남지 않아요.
If Faust goes, I'll be the only one left here who knows how to operate the backdoor calibrator.
저는 베리길리우스님이 카론을 구출할 때까지 남겠습니다.
I stay behind at least until Mr. Vigilius rescues Karen.
그럼 먼저 가지.
Then we go on ahead. As always, Roshu did not prolong the conversation. She did not bother to impart even a quick goodbye. As she walked into the shadows that awaited us beyond the corridor, I gave Saudi a nod in her stead.
Dante.
Wait, is it supposed to have a blood loss from that? How Saudi can handle that? Dante,
4번
she need to
수감자의
treat her.
시은 팽팽하게 당겨져 있습니다.
The fourth senior threat is pulled tautly.
언제 끊어져도 이상하지 않으면서 동시에 어떤 날붙이보다도 예리해 닿는 것을 끊어버릴 수 있다는 점을 명심하시길.
It is precariously close to snapping, but it is also sharper than any blade that you must sever or that it comes into contact with. You must remember that. Okay, what kind of threat is Regulus talking about? Snapping, severing. I wasn't yet sure what exactly he was referring to, but it won't be severed, not when the chains bind us together. I replied absent-mindedly, rubbing. Wait, it won't be severed, not when the chains bind us together. I replied absentmindedly, rubbing the area where the chains that connected me to the seniors had burst out of.
가시죠.
Let us proceed, Dante. With Regulus' words hanging heavily over us, we made our way into the back door connected to the HQ research facility. Okay, it's only 2 hours. Yeah, I
입업장죄로 의뢰를 냈다 싶더니
probably will
밑장빼는 놈들이 한가득일 줄이야.
play a bit. After that, I end stream.
한 달은 의뢰 없이 놀아도 되겠는데요?
Mutilated
사무소
memory.
모르겠네.
Interesting.
LCE 부서입니다.
Okay, we arrived at LCE department. Arriving at the goodbye. Hope you have a good day. Bye. Arriving at the LCE department.
야, 이건
This is the last time where they have a test, a medical test, the checkup. What in the sini have the checkup? LCE research team lab sector. The sight that greeted us was nothing like what we remembered from our last visit for the regular checkup.
이미 상황이 끝났군.
What are too late?
건사 쪽에서 제압하는
Yeah,
중이라.
there is a lot of dead bodies around.
교전이 진행 중일 거라 예상했는데.
Really, it looks pretty bad. I thought HQ's reinforcements would be holding the line, or at the very least that I walked into a battle. Yet there was nobody left standing, much less making a run for it. All we could see were bodies sampled along the floor, filling the corridor in motionless silence.
이렇게까지 처참하게 당했을 줄.
This is just awful. I never thought the ship would go down this badly.
파우스트 씨, LCE의 전투 가능한 인원의 비율이 어떻게 되는지 아시나요?
Faust, have you got any idea how many of the LCE are actually combat ready?
LCE는 다른 연구 부서에 비해 전투 테스트 및 실험 빈도가 작습니다.
The LCE
그렇기에
tends.
직원 대다수가 기본적인 전투 훈련을 이수한 뒤 입사했습니다.
The LCE tends to encounter more combat trials and experiments compared to the other research-focused departments. Combat trial experiments compared to other research-focused departments. The vast majority of its employees are required to have completed basic training pertaining to the aforementioned.
착용하고 있는 에고 장비 또한 전투에서 충분한 성과를 거둘 수 있는 수준으로 연구와 추출이 진행되었지만
As for the ego equipment, although the current research and extraction process may be sophisticated enough to see some considerable results in combat,
계획적인 급습을 원활히 대비할 수는 없었던 것으로 보이는군요.
it would seem that they were ill-equipped to handle a pre-planned ambush such as this. Okay.
실험실 속 샘님들이 거미들이 뛰어다니는 실전을 막아낼 수 있을 리가.
Fat chance those lab nerds could do. It's like me. Nerds. Fat chance those lab nerds could do anything in a real fight, let alone against the spider out on the prowl. Yeah, I'm nerd and skinny. No muscles. The memories came flooding back. Researchers jotting down our checkup results on piles of paper, and Hohenheim, with his droopy, tired eyes, leafing through the files. They're just smart, but not good to fight. But they have ego gear. We barely exchanged goodbyes when he rounded up the burnt out lab staff, who were already pulling their hair out from the sheer level of stress to oversee another experiment in progress. Mirsol, if you happen to notice anyone who looks like Hohenheim, let me know ASAP. Yeah, we're not sure if the Hohenheim is the dead bodies in the floor. You can see the person around. Anyone who looks like Hohenheim.
신원을 파악할 수 없는 시체를 세고
The
확인했으나
bodies.
신장이나 복장 등을 고려하였을 때 호헨하임일 가능성은 확률적으로 매우 낮습니다.
I have identified 3 bodies in various states that make immediate recognition challenging. Yeah, some of the bodies I think already unrecognizable. They cannot know this person anymore. However, their stature and attire make it extremely unlikely that any of them are Hohenheim.
시신의 상태를 보니까 대부분 제대로 저항해보지도 못하고 당했구만.
From the looks of it, they probably did not even get the chance to put up any meaningful resistance before they were killed. With a glum look in his eyes, Gregor examined the bodies strewn across the floor.
32구의 시체 중 26구의 시체가 동일한 외상을 보유하고 있습니다.
Mirsol are very good in this. Out of 32 bodies, 26 show identical physical trauma. Identical.
공통적으로 흉부 중앙, 심장이 있는 위치에 나선형의 관통상이 있으며 흉기는 시체들의 손에 쥐어진 나선과 유사한 물체로 추정됩니다. 관리자님.
Oh, so that means the person that killed the dead bodies, the many dead bodies is probably the same person. So the same person killed 26. Killed that many. Every one of them has a spider-shaped perforation at the center of the chest, over where the heart is. Their cause of death seems to be the same type of spider weapon they are holding in their hands, manager.
이 나선 이분들이 스스로 뽑아낸 것 같아요.
The spiders, I think they pulled them out themselves, but why would? The spider. Oh, so that one. Oh, so that is the weapon that Mirsol are talking about, the spider weapon.
부드럽군.
Soft. Is it the weapon? Roshu casts her gaze down, quietly eyeing her palm. From the cryptic words and the contemplative look on her face, I could easily guess that she was taking a trip through the shadows of her past. Yeah, I think Roshu should be remembering something about this. Touching an invisible object with her palm and feeling its texture in search of something that should have been there in her hands. And I've been through enough to know that we would be revisiting her past together. Yeah, I think it must be the nurse father. Hello. However, what I witnessed was completely different from the memories of the other scenes I've seen so far. Oh, so this is Roshu. Probably Roshu, little Roshu. The vision I saw was completely fragmented, as if a blade had cut out her memories into pieces. But the memories, they are not clear, completely clear. Like the others, there's a blur. Within Roshu's memories, something did indeed rest in her palm, however. Also, this is the memories on the spider weapon. It must be something to do with this weapon in these memories. I could not even make out whether its hue was closer to black or white. Was it some kind of food, a weapon, or something else entirely? That looks like the spider weapon. Even the expression that crossed her face when she saw it, and the words that slipped from her lips in that moment escaped me. One thing I saw for sure though was that the person who, in all likelihood, had given it to her was letting out a lazy puff of smoke swirling into the air. Watching Roshu's reaction in complete ease. Okay, I gaze back upon the cryptic scenes of Roshu's memory that flashed before my eyes. Okay, Roshu, is there anything you remember? Saru.
기억나는 건 이름뿐이군.
That name is all I can remember. You mean?
시계. 너도 들여다봤듯이 내 머리 안은 난도질 당해 있다.
As you have seen, Clock, my mind has been hacked to tatters.
순서도 모습도 제각각 엉켜 있지.
The sequence and the shapes, everything is entangled.
그러니 나는 기억에 대해 설명할 수 있는 것이 없다.
There is nothing I can explain about my memory.
상황 파악은 어느 정도 된 것 같군. 이곳에서 일어날 수 있는 최악의 사태는
Okay, I already like this Canto. There is some like adventure. Yeah, it starts off really quick. It seems we have gotten the gist of the situation. The worst case scenario here would be
외부의 침입과 함께 환상체나 뒤틀림 최종들이 동시다발적으로 탈출하는 상황이다.
a breach from the outside happening while abnormalities, distortions, and peccatula break containment all at once.
와, 그건 진짜 상상도 하기 싫은데. 침입자들을 상대하면서 탈출한 괴물들까지 같이 제압해야 하는 거잖아.
Wow, now that is a situation I really don't even want to think about. We'll be fighting trespassers and all kinds of monsters broken loose.
그래. 그리고 우리는 지금 그 최악의 사태에 휘말렸지.
Precisely, that sums up our present circumstance.
그렇구나.
Right. Autis wasted no time to deliver the conclusion that killed everyone's morale.
순서대로 나열하자면
Let's start from the beginning.
1차적으로 이곳 LC 부사가 정체불명의 세력의 기습을 받았다. 시각은 지금으로부터 약 2시간 전.
First, the LCE department found itself under attack. By a group of unidentified hostiles 2 hours prior.
연구원들을 살해한 무기는 일정하지 않고 다양한 무기를 사용한 것으로 보이는군.
The weapons used to massacre the researchers are not uniform. The victims appear to have been killed with a various assortment of arms. Oh, so I think I've got who is dead because I already seen in that season. My darling daughter.
가장 긴 궤적을 그리는 직선의 무기를 사용할 땐 말이지.
Eyes on me when using straight weapons that leave the farthest reaching arcs.
작은 틈새로 목숨을 앗아가는 무기를 사용할 땐 말이지.
Eyes on me when using weapons that kill with the tiniest incision.
다한 것을 으깨버리는 유연한 무기를 사용할 땐 말이지.
Eyes on me when using flexible weapons that crush anything they make contact with.
그놈답게 엉켜 있군.
What a tangled mess, just like that bastard.
어떤 무기들이 쓰였는지 파악하기도 쉽지 않은 거군. 이거.
Hard to tell what kind of weapons were used here. Damn. Roshu wiped her hair back, furrowing her eyebrows in annoyance.
최소 3개 이상의 무기를 능숙하게 사용하는 자라고 봐야 되겠군.
Safe to say that the killer is adept with at least 3 different types of weapons.
다시 이어서 말하자면
Moving on.
침입자들의 기습은 예측할 새도 없이 순식간에 수행되었고
This was a surprise attack.
제대로 된 반격조차 이뤄지지 못했다.
This was
학살에 가깝다고 볼 수 있지.
This was a surprise attack carried out without any delay whatsoever, and the SCE had no time to even plan a counter-attack. It was, for lack of a better word, a massacre.
주목해야 하는 사실은 여기에 있다.
Now, here is something that demands our attention.
이들이 환상체의 격리실 문을 개방한 것은 습격이 성공적으로 종료된 이후로 보인다.
It appears the invaders had the abnormality containment units open only after they confirmed that the surprise attack had been carried out successfully.
이상하긴 하네요.
That's so fishy.
보통은 그 반대로 하려고 하겠죠.
I mean, should not it be the other way around?
먼저 격리실 문을 개방시켜서 상황을 혼잡스럽게 만들고 나면 그 혼란을 틈타 마무리를 하는 것이 더 수월할 테니까요.
Unlock the containment units first, let the masters wreak havoc through the facility, then swoop in during the chaos and finish off the stranglers. That be the easier course of action.
그래. 일반적으로 할 법한 전략은 아니지.
Yeah, they didn't use the strategy. That strategy where they supposedly they can just open the containment and let the masters run havoc and kill all of people around, but they unlock it after they successfully carry out the surprise attack. The enemy strategy is highly unusual.
이런 변칙적인 수를 둔 이유는 두 가지 정도의 추측을 해볼 수 있다.
There must be, okay, let's see the explanation. I'm not sure. As for why they resorted to such an unusual move, there are two plausible explanations.
첫 번째로는 이들은 양동작전 따위가 필요 없을 정도의 실력자라는 것.
Firstly, that the enemy may be comprised of fighters skilled enough to forego diversion tactics.
트럭에서 카론 씨를 붙잡은 그자 정도의 실력을 갖춘 이들이 여럿일 수도 있다는 것이겠네요.
You mean there could be more who are as strong as the woman in the truck who kidnapped Karen?
두 번째는
Secondly,
일종의 후속 대처를 위해 일부러 환상체를 탈출시켰을 가능성이다.
the enemy may have purposefully unleashed the abnormalities from the cage as a follow-up measure.
후속 대처? 혹 그들이 습격했다는 사실을 숨기기 위해서라는 말이네.
So it was to prepare the enemy for the people that came up afterward. Follow-up measure, atau implying those villains sought to disguise their wild attack.
아니, 위정책은 가능성이 낮다. 시체를 집어먹는 환상체가 있었다면 모를까. 이렇게 특징적인 상흔을 남겨놓고서 할 만한 기만 작전은 아니겠지.
No, the chance of a cover-up is almost non-existent unless they had precise knowledge of scavenger abnormalities that could devour the corpses clean. The enemy would never have left such unidentifiable wounds on their victims.
좀 더 타당한 건 우리와 같이 후속으로 진입할 본사의 지원군을 지연시키려는 목적이 있을 거다.
It makes more sense that their goal was to delay HQ's main reinforcements and keep them from reaching the scene on time as we did.
시간을 끈다는 건 그렇군요.
A delay
뭘
tactic.
찾고 있나 보죠?
I see. Maybe they were looking for something.
분명한 표적을 갖고 침입했을 가능성이 높다.
They must have had a specific objective in mind when they broke through.
저들이 찾는 것이 이곳 어딘가에 있다는
Finally,
거군요.
I see Honglu. I didn't see him a while, which means whatever they are looking for should be here somewhere.
찾는데 오랜 시간이 소요되는 것이어서 저희의 발을 묶어 놓아야 하는 걸 테고요.
Something elusive and so well hidden that they had to distract us just to buy themselves some time. So they are buying some time.
서둘러야겠어.
We need to hurry then. Okay, so I think it's time for me to go.
아 잠깐. 또 훈련이니
I will
작전이니
end this
시킬
stream.
거라면 다시 생각하고 말하는 게 좋을 거야.
So bye guys. I hope you guys have a good day, and I will go now. Thank you and bye bye. I will be back next time later. Not sure when. Bye bye.